Welcome back. Today we are going to learn more about the Home tab, and in Home tab we have the Clipboard section, Font section, Paragraph section, Style, Editing, and WPS. So let's start straight away. So let's first generate random word using the run function. So that is that. So now we have a random word. So the first thing that I want us to know, it is this clipboard section. In clipboard section, we have cut, we have copy, we have paste, we have format painter. So let's first start with cut. So whenever you try to cut something, you will remove it, you will extract it. So just take it as if you are uprooting something from something. So let's try, and we click cut. When you hover upon anything, it will give you the shortcut. The shortcut for cut, it is what? Control X. So if you don't want to waste time by coming here, you just use your keyboard by clicking Control X. So have you seen? It is nowhere to be seen again. We have cut it, we have removed it. So as the name suggests, it is called cut, and that is how you cut it. So now we have cut it. It is somewhere. It is, we have hold it. Okay. Now let us come here. We have click here, and we want to paste it. You click paste. Okay. You see the same word which was here. We have now pasted. So that is cut and pasting. Okay. So we also have copy and pasting. You first copy like this. Okay. And then we paste it like this. Are we together? So the shortcut for pasting is what? Control V. So that is it. So before you highlight anything, all these things, this and this, they are grayed out. Why? Because you are not using them. And that's the reason as to why they are grayed out. Okay. So whenever they are grayed out, it means that they are not active. And once you highlight anything, now it will activate itself because it thinks that you are going to use them. That's why it activates itself by default. So that is that. So now we are left with what is so-called format painter. So let me just give you a quick example of format painter. So format painter, it is used in this way. For example, if you want this same format, you need it to happen to this and to happen to this. So you just do what? You just highlight it and you click the format painter. So it will be active. Then you highlight the word that you want to change. Have you seen? So this style, it is also applied here. So if you want it to be active for many times, you click it, you double click it. Okay. So here you can do this. So have you seen it is active? It is active. So that is the use of format painter. So we are now done with that. If you want to reset everything here to be as new as it was, so let's first deactivate this. So you come here, you highlight everything, and then you remove formatting, clear all formatting. So we are now done with clipboard section. We are now moving to the font section. So have you seen? It is now back to normal. So that is the use of clear all formatting. If you copy any work from different source, maybe ChatGPT, Google, or any web browser, so you highlight it and you clear all the formatting, it will be uh, turned into normal. So that is it. So we are now done with that. Let's go here. This is where you change the cases. To say change case. You can change it to sentence case. Sentence case, the first letter will be capitalized and the rest will be small letters. So lowercase, you turn everything into small letters. That is it. So uppercase, it will capitalize everything. That is normal. So capitalize each word, it will capitalize each word of the sentence, like H and O, they are now capitalized. So it is normally good with names. So if you just write maybe queer, George, queer, for example, so you want to capitalize each and every first letter, you come here and say capitalize each word. Have you seen? So that is the example where you use that. So now let's say go to toggle case. So the first letter will be small letter and the rest will be capital letter. So it is weird, it is not always used. So but if you have a chance to use it, then there is no problem. So that is that. Now let's move to this and this. So here you increase the font, okay, and here you decrease the font, okay. So you can also do it here, okay. You just come and track this. So that is the use of that. So let's increase it to 16. So here you have font. So this is where you have all the font size. So you can change it to this font size. So have you seen? So every style that you want, you can change it. You can change it to this. If you don't want this, change it to Time New Roman. If you know the name of the font that you want to use, so you can just come here and type it. Okay, so like say Arial, so it will now change itself to Arial. So that is that. We are now done with the upper part. Now let's go to this downer part here. So this is bold. You change everything to be bold. Okay, so that is the use of bold. So ball is now activated. If you don't want to activate it, you just highlight and you click it. So the second in the line here is italic. So it will make everything to be in italic. So that is that. So here, this is underline. So it will underline all your words or the words that you have highlighted. So the use cases, the use case of this, it is in the later, like for example, you can say subject, recommendation later. So I don't know whether this is correct. Okay, it was having issues with the spacing. So you can apply it here. So this is in most cases, this underline, it is always used here. So another words or forms whereby you can use underline, so you can have the liberal and you use it as you wish. So there's a drop down arrow here, and this is for a lot of design regarding that underline. So if you don't want the solid line, so you can go with dotted. If you don't want dotted, you can go with anything like double underline, so thick underline, dotted, so on and so forth. So that is that. So we enough about that. So here, this is a strike through. So the strike through function, if you don't want to, if you want to remove something, you just strike it through like that. So that is it. You can apply it in a lot of cases. So that is it. So that is the strike through. So now let's move to this superscript and subscript. So subscript, the word sub means down and super means something that is above. So superscript or subscript, it is down the value. For example, if you want to maybe write water, so let's first deactivate this. For example, if you want to write water, so the formula of water is H2, then O, okay? But this 2, it is down, okay? It is subscript. So you highlight that 2 and you change it here. Have you seen? We now have water, okay? Even oxygen, you just say O, then 2, you come here and you highlight the two. After highlighting the two, you click this and it will bring these two down. So that is about subscript. Now let's go to scenarios where you use superscript. For example, if you want to use x cube, so you just say x and then you highlight that 3 and you take it up at there. So that is it. So that is the scenario where you can use how about b square, then b, then you highlight the 2, the highlighting the 2, then you put it up. Okay, so it is very simple and it is not going to take much of our time. That is it. So now let's move to the topography effect. So here you just change the styles. Maybe if you are writing some headings, you can always apply these effects. So here also you can navigate to all other styles that are applied and that are useful here. So it is always applied in heading in most cases. For example, this heading 2, if you come here, see, very beautiful. So you can just navigate and you see any style that suit you better and then you apply it. So that is that. So here this is a highlighter. So here you highlight things. For example, so you want to highlight this part here. So you come here and then you highlight it. Have you seen? It is now highlighting that. So if you want to highlight this with different color, you come here and you highlight it. So that is highlighter. So here, this is font color. Uh, you want to change the font color of this. So if you want, maybe by default it is automatic, that is black. But if you don't want automatic, you want to change the text color to orange. So you can change that text color to orange. So if you don't want orange, you want maybe green. So you have the liberty to change that one to green. So that is that. So another thing that we are going to move into, it is the paragraph section. Okay. So we are moving to the paragraph section. So let's remove all this formatting. Okay, so let's remove all those formatting. So now we will come here to this paragraph section. So number one here, it is the bulletin. So if you want to change things to bulletin, okay, you come here and then you click this. It is now changed to bulletin. So under bulletins, you have different type of bulletins. You have this, you have this, you have this, you have this and that. So you have variety of bulletins that you can use. So we also have numbering. So if you click here, it will change into numbering. So here you have different type of numbering, the like of what is the name of this? The like of numeral values. So you also have this, you also have that. You have the liberty to choose anything that will suit you. So that is that. So here we also have another multi-level list or multi-layer list. So for example, if you have maybe a subset of a list or a subset of anything, especially in examination, you might have question 1, question 1A, question 1I, so on and so forth. So it is normally applied here. So that is that. So enough about that. Let me turn everything here. Okay. So that is that. That is that. So here we have the alignment. So this is alignment to the left. So everything it is to the left by default because we are using English. So if you want to put them into the center, you can click here. The shortcut is Control E. So here the shortcut is Control L. So whenever you hover on something, it will now give you the shortcut. So that is that. So here this is aligned to the right. It is always used in letters in most cases. So let me give you this. Okay. Juba. So in most cases, whenever you are writing letter, so you can just put everything, align them to the what, to the left. So that is the use of that. So lastly, we have justified alignment. So it will justify all the alignment like this and this, everything it is justified. So that is that. So you can use it in most cases. So here, this is line and paragraph spacing by default. It is 1.15. So you can change it to 1.0. You can increase anything. So that is that. If you don't want, if you want to add space before the paragraph, you can do remove space after paragraph. So that is that. So basically, you can come here and you toggle and you joke a lot with it. So here we have indentation, So indentation, these are spaces left, like for example, if you click like this, you are now indenting this word. If you don't want to indent them, you can click and you bring them back. So that is that. So here there is coloring, you can color all these things. So you can make good use of it. So here, this is borders. Like if you have a table or you want to put maybe border, for example, all borders, have you seen? So it has now put all borders around. So you can just joke with it or you move around with it. And second to the last, we have this sort function. So for example, you have query, you have a young, you have Dennis, you have Daniel. So if you want to arrange this name maybe in ascending or descending, you can come and click here and then you sort by ascending. So it is now a young Daniel, Dennis, then queer. If you want to do it in descending, so you can do it. Or if you want to add anything, maybe you want to put some of the functionalities, so you can just try to move and play around with it. You have also options, so whereby you can expand whatever things that logic that you want to use. So that is that. Now let's move to the style. Let's move to the style. So let me highlight this. So now let's move to the style. So the style here, like here it is normal, here no spacing, heading 1, heading 2, So these are the styles for the headings. You can always use them and you can always find more here. Okay, so just see whatever things that can suit you best and then you try to work on it. So that is that. Here in editing section, we have find, we have replace, we have select. So find, if you have a very big document and you want to find a certain word, so you come here and click find, or you can use Control F. So that is the short form. So maybe you are trying to search where the word footer is. So you just type the word footer and you click it. We have footer here and we have footer here. So that is basically it. Or maybe you are trying to search for other. So this is other. This place other is here. Other is in this document. It is typed 2 times. Okay. So that is, you can use that. Can use that function. So the shortcut is Control F. Yeah. So that is that. So here we have find and replace. Okay, so maybe you want to change the word save. Okay, like in the document, if you have the word save, you want to change that word save to maybe queer. Okay, so whenever you click replace, it will replace only the first one, but if you say replace all, it will replace everything. Okay, so that is that. All done. We made one replacement. Okay, so that is that. We made one replacement. Yeah. So now let's check where. So I think this one we have changed it to query. Okay, so that is that. And lastly, we have select. So always, if you want to select all, or Control A, or yeah, you can use that. So and this one here, select object. It is always we will have more understanding on how to use this when we come to the insert tab. Yeah, where we can. Okay, let me just show you. Maybe so that we have a great understanding about this. Okay, so now let's go to home. So if you want to select this, you want to select all this thing, you click select object. Okay, and then it will select this object. Okay, that is the use of this, like this. So and you move around. So and lastly, create PDF. It will enable you to create a PDF. For example, if you click it like this, it will convert this thing into PDF. So and the sign, it will allow you to sign maybe a document or to sign a PDF. So that is it. So up to this far, this is the end of the home tab. Thank you for your time. God bless you all.